Hello folks, Jerry here, and as you guys probably know, Auto Legends is an upcoming drag racing game that's set to release sometime in late 2024. Now, throughout this year I have been posting frequent updates on the progress of the game, but today I wanted to do something different and combine all of those updates into one video, basically all the information that we have on the game so far. Now, I'll try my best to stick to the facts, but there's obviously going to be a fair bit of speculation as well, as one would expect for a game that's not out yet. Before we get started, I would like to invite you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you join the RGS Discord server, you can be a part of our growing community and we would be very happy to have you there. Anyways, let's take a look at Auto Legends. The basic facts. Auto Legends is a drag racing game that's being made by the same company that was behind Racing Rivals, Car Town, and the Nitto drag racing games. The game is currently in development and is scheduled to fully release in the Q3 of 2024. Now, Auto Legends is not a direct sequel to Racing Rivals, but the developers are taking the best aspects from that game and keeping those, like the emphasis on community and the pink slipping, while also improving the weak points of Rivals, like, making some sort of safety systems that will prevent you from losing all your cars to scammers. Now, at this point, there are a decent amount of cars that have already been confirmed to be in the game, and we're gonna take a look at all of those in this video, but there have already been two set locations which are both based on real life places. The first one is the 6th Street Bridge from LA, and the other one are the Tustin Hangars. There's also going to be a story mode of some sort that has already been confirmed, but for now, that's all we know about that. You're gonna be able to play Auto Legends both on your phone as well as on PC, and the game is going to have a strong emphasis on car customization, the community, and the competition, and we're gonna touch on all of those in this video. Let's start off with the community aspect. I think the community is an aspect in racing games that is very often overlooked, and so I was very happy to hear that Legends will have a lot of features that will bring players closer together. This is something that Racing Rivals did extremely well, so let's see the community features that we know Auto Legends is going to have. Car meetups. We've seen what lobbies in Auto Legends will look like, and they look very reminiscent of real-life car meets. This is basically going to be your multiplayer lobby, and as of right now, they have only been in one location, but I think it's quite likely that we're going to see more. Players will be able to spectate other races, and the team has been working hard to make sure that the spectating is as exciting for the viewers as possible. While being able to look at other players' cars, you'll also be able to place money bets and, of course, the pink slips. Trading system. Now, at this point, not much is known about the trading system, but it will be put into place to prevent players from getting scammed like they did back on Rivals. Another thing worth mentioning is that the team is set to remove common scenarios in which players got scammed in Racing Rivals, so even things like sandbagging will be taken care of, as the game will now tell you the approximate speed of your opponent in multiplayer lobbies. Community involvement. Now, this isn't a feature of the game, but it's something that I really want to point out anyway. The developers have been relying on the community a lot for the development of the game, taking suggestions and then converting them to things that will actually be in the game, and not to mention, a few months ago a set amount of community members were in fact selected to playtest the game as well. It's not a feature, but it's something that shows that the developers know who they are developing the game for, and it gives me a lot of confidence in the game. Okay, just some extra speculation from my side, but we already know that crews will be in the game because we have already seen them in the released screenshots. Now, we haven't exactly been told what the features of the crews will look like in Auto Legends, but I'm quite confident that there is going to be something that's gonna resemble the turf wars from Racing Rivals. Alright, let's take a look at the cars now. So, there have already been a bunch of cars confirmed to be in the game, and what you're seeing right now is that particular list. While that plays in the background, I really want to talk about the car variety because it's a thing that I am the most excited for, honestly. I see the cars like the Ford Probe making it into the game, and I see the game having a heavy emphasis on progression, gradually going from the slower to the faster cars, which is something that too many games these days completely ignore. There are so many cars that modern games seem to have completely forgotten about, but Auto Legends has them. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT, the Golf 4 R32 and the Ford Probe that I already mentioned before are all clear examples of that. And you know, just having those cars in the game opens up the possibility of so many more even niche cars. Is that a word? I don't know. But there's gonna be, I feel like there's gonna be so many amazing cars that we can't even think of right now actually in the game. The NFTs. Now, the cars in the game will be NFTs, but there hasn't been much more said about that, so it's not quite clear yet. It has been said that each car will have its own history though, of things like races, modifications and owners, which will help to make every car in the game unique, which is something that has been lacking for a lot of other games. The customization. So this is a thing that the developers are putting a lot of effort into, and we have seen numerous screenshots of what customized cars in Auto Legends will look like, and it's clearly already beyond what was possible back in the Racing Rivals days. Things like body kits, hoods, and both headlights and taillights, even some hints at a side exhaust, and then there's even this post of a stanced Ford Probe. Now, we're yet to see if every car in the game will be modifiable like this, but clearly many of them are going to be. The upgrades. Now, we have not seen how the performance ratings or the upgrade menus will look like yet. But in the AMA with the developers that I hosted a while ago, they suggested that car parts will be sellable between players, which is a whole another market that we have not seen in similar games before. They also stated that the cars will have different engine sounds based on the modification of the car. We have already seen a dyno in a promotion video that was posted a while ago, so that's another cool feature that's already in the game. The competition / racing, and let's take a look at the racing first. Now, clearly, racing is going to be a very huge part of a racing game, and to be perfectly honest, we haven't exactly seen that much yet. We in fact only have 2 pictures that have been made public. In those, we see a fairly standard layout, and we also see the integration of stickers in the top right corner, but we're yet to see how those will actually work in the game. I did find a picture of very early race UI though, and you can instantly see how much the racing has evolved, so I think the racing is going to be very fun. One difference from Rivals is that we can see the camera angle is behind the car, and we'll have to wait and see if that's the only angle that's going to be available. We also know that there's going to be bracket racing in this game, and there is a possibility of the game having a burnout mechanic, since that has been hinted at by one of the promotional pictures. And finally, the bets. Now, as far as the betting goes, it's quite clear that this game is gonna have options to bet for money or to race for pink slips, but there could be even more to it than that. I mean, who knows, maybe the game's gonna have some sort of spectator betting, but for that, we're gonna have to wait and see. So clearly, this game is going to be unlike any other drag racing game that any of us have seen before. Compared to Racing Rivals, this game is gonna have better customization, more car variety, more community features, while also improving on things like scam prevention. I mean, honestly, this game is gonna kick ass. Anyways, I think that should about cover it for this video. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated, so subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. My name is Jerry, and I'll see you next time.